Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly tarot reading with me, Stella Wilde. This is for the week of March 13th through the 19th. It's for all signs. It is time stamped. We're going to be taking a look especially at the full moon in Virgo, which is happening on Friday. So you might want to watch for your rising sign first and then your sun sign, all right? So what's really interesting about this full moon in Virgo is that it is opposite Neptune in Pisces. So there really could be a very interesting creative inspiration, mystical moment, revelation of where you're headed creatively in your life. Check out my creativity tarot reading that I did for y'all. I'll leave a link to it in the description. But also remember, Neptune is the planet of illusions, delusions, and fantasies. So when we have this opposition in astrology, it often is a tug of war, power struggle, something really kind of in your face to deal with. So it is possible, depending on your personal situation, that this full moon will bring to light where you maybe have been kidding yourself about something, right? Bringing an illusion or delusion to the cold, hard facts of Virgo, right? The Virgo full moon. Getting down to, all right, here's the reality versus here's the fantasy over here, okay? So now Pluto is trining the moon. So ultimately, whatever gets revealed at this full moon will have, I think, Plutonian stamp to it in terms of helping you really ground and shift out of something that maybe, like I said, is impractical or just a fantasy, something like that. But also, if you are in the creative arts, if you're a filmmaker, if you're a poet, a dancer, musician, all of those very creative Piscean energies, this full moon, I think, is very favorable for you to ground some sort of creative vision into reality. Right? Because think about Pluto, Capricorn structure and diving deep into your creative depths. So that's another possible way, to work with this particular energy. Remember to always use these energies as inspiration for your own life. Use the energies, don't let them use you. All right, let's get into the tarot. All right, Aries, my loves, we have a big full moon happening for you in your 6th house of work and well-being. So let's see what may be revealed for you. What is going on, Aries? Oh, we have an 8 of Cups, okay. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. Ace of Wands, baby, love it. And the 6 of Swords. Okay, wow. So we have a reading bookended by energies of moving on. So you're going to, I think, really see the writing on the wall with a particular work or well-being situation. It's probably been a long time in coming. It may even go back to last September, maybe last August, September, with the 7 of Pentacles here, about 6-7 months ago. There may have been something that you realized, yeah, you know what, maybe that Pisces full moon in September that happened September 20th. You were like, yeah, I better get my ducks in a row because something's about to shift out in my work and well-being world. So the time is ripe now, absolutely, for a very positive change. Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands, 6 of Swords. So you may be coming into the week with this 8 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Maybe you have already moved on. That is possible with the 8 of Cups here. I mean, it may not necessarily be happening this week. It could just be, you're kind of in this mode, the 7 of Pentacles, reassessing and figuring out, well, what is the next step? And maybe you have put feelers out, initiatives out to manifest something new in your work and well-being world, whatever that may be. So you're kind of, I feel like, a little bit here with the 7 of Pentacles, not exactly in suspended animation, but a little bit, you're kind of waiting for the results to come in. Like I said, you've already probably moved on. You've planted some seeds. Where are they going? Which seed is you're gonna see, oh yeah, that's the one I need to start focusing my energy on. Also, you know, you could have made a very positive change, especially in terms of your well-being in some way. Like you tried something new. Maybe you left behind, Eight of Cups, some sort of toxic situation, maybe emotional, could be relationship, doesn't necessarily have to be with work. And you're still kind of finding your feelers, you know, finding your feelers, finding your feet, finding your way forward. You know, as a newly perhaps single person, or, you know, something like that. Or maybe you've made some other big leap taking recently in your life, like you moved or something like that, and you're in a totally new space and you're just kind of like, all right, yeah, I'm getting my, getting my bearings here. So I feel like what this Virgo full moon is going to show you is that you absolutely are on the right track. This Knight of Cups here. You have made a change for the better. And I think this is a week you're really going to see that emotional turning point, Aries, that things are headed in the right direction. And it is because you've already taken this step forward. Now, if you're one of those Aries who hasn't done the Eight of Cups yet, that's likely going to be much on your mind this week. And you may indeed make that move by the end of the week with that full moon. So that's possible. But I feel most of you have probably already done that. So we have this Knight of Cups, which is fresh, emotional change. Ace of Wands, getting your energy back, getting your enthusiasm back, focusing in your time and attention on something brand new, the seed that's going to sprout. Like I said, this is much evaluating, all right, you know, which seed, which plan, which project is it that I'm going to pursue next? You're going to see that by the full moon. And you're going to hit the ground running. You are ready to go. Because, hey, you know, we're not that far away. Where's my calendar? The cat's laying on it. You know, the start of your birthday season is only a few days after the full moon. So, like, you're ready to rock and roll. That's what I'm saying. Like, by the time we get to the 19th, 20th, which is the end of this forecast period, you know, it's your season. Here's the Ace of Wands, and you're going to feel reborn. That's what I'm saying. And the Six of Swords too, you're really leaving behind a season of emotional and mental unrest. All right. With this. Now, it doesn't mean you've been resting. It means things have been, you know, anxiety producing, stressful, you know, all of that. You're leaving that season behind. All right. This week, you're going to see that very, very clearly. And like I said, with the Ace of Wands here, your energy, you are absolutely ready for the fresh, the new. You're going to have the emotional insight, what to pursue. You're going to be feeling better, moving on, feeling good, fantastic energy. So, you know, take your time this week. Like I said, you know, always use the energies and work with them. You'll see very clearly, you may get an important message. There may be an important meeting coming. Again, maybe more toward the end of the week at that full moon. That is going to steer you in the right direction of the next best thing in your life. So take your time this week with this Seven of Coins. Like, you don't have to rush. You don't have to push. Just keep on doing what you've been doing, moving forward, and you'll get the insight. So this is fantastic energy for you, Aries. All right, Taurus, let's see what we have going on for you. In the week ahead, we have a big full moon in your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, taking a risk, entrepreneurialism, and pleasure. Pleasure. All right, let's see. Taurus. 9 of Wands. I'm working hard. And Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Judgment. 9 of Swords. And the Ace of Cups. Okay. All right, so my goodness. So we have 2 number 9s here. So there's the Virgo energy showing up with the 9s. All right, so depending on your personal situation, you know, you got to look at the 5th house energy. So like I said, love, romance, creativity, children, etc. We have the Ace of Cups here. So it could be something involved that is emotionally, you know, emotionally based for you. What I feel is happening here is there is a decision that you feel you may need to make by this change of season. The 20th is showing up here. That is when the spring begins. at least in the northern hemisphere. So we have the Judgment here. So there's a big decision looming. Like you want to shift something. You're tired of dealing with the same old, same old. There is a cycle that you do want to get yourself out of with the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Shifting it, improving it has been really a drain and a drag. It's moving forward, Knight of Pentacles, but it's moving forward very slowly. And I think part of you just wants to be done with it. Whatever the Nine of Wands represents for you, you just want to get it over with. So that's why we have this Judgment card here, and we have a Nine of Swords. So you could be worried about conveying a decision to somebody else. You could be worried about letting somebody down. Maybe you're in a situation of long-standing, could be something with family. Knight of Pentacles for me is a family energy also. You could be worried about letting somebody down, but you're tired. You're tired of a certain situation. It's not working for you anymore. And I think you're going to end up having probably some sort of, important conversation, announcement. That's also Judgment, where you're going to tell somebody, I cannot do XYZ anymore. And you're going to choose yourself. Ace of Cups. You're going to choose what's right for you, what's right for your emotional state, because this is anxiety. This is worry and anxiety. And this is, physical and emotional, like we're just exhausted. So you're going to get yourself back on track. You're going to choose the course of action that's better for you. I think what's going on with the Nine of Swords is you could just be worried about somebody else's reaction by you saying, I want my freedom. I want to feel free. I got to get out of here. And again, this could be in any context. Like I can't do XYZ. I can't be committed. That's Knight of Pentacles also. I can't be committed to XYZ anymore. It's not working. So you may just be worried about their reaction. I mean, they're going to react however they're going to react. I think the important part here is you've been giving it your all. You have been. Look at this. I mean, you've been in there, you've been in the trenches, you've been working hard, but for whatever reason, it's just reached a point where you're kind of over it. So you're going to choose yourself. And I think there could be a very interesting conversation that happens. They will have their reaction, whatever it's going to be. Keep the focus on the Ace of Cups and having some sort of fresh emotional start for yourself, because you need it. You need to fill your own cup and nurture yourself. You've been giving too much to this other situation, and the time has come to make the decision, I think, to choose yourself. Now, it doesn't mean you have to totally let go of that situation. Maybe you just ease up on it somehow, right? I mean, everybody's situation is different. So it's not like you got to have a big, blowout or breakup or something. No, it could just be, hey, I gotta start taking care of myself a little bit more. All right, you know what I'm saying. All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on for you. You have a full moon in your 4th house of home, family roots, what nourishes you and what feeds you. Whoops. All right, so let's see what we got going on for you. What is being illuminated for Gemini? All right, we have a 10 of Wands. And we have a Page of Pentacles. Okay. The Page of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and the 2 of Cups. Nice. Okay. So you're on the cusp of, I think, making some interesting steps forward in a new direction, perhaps, with your living situation. So we have the 10 of Wands here, which is a moving card. You can see she's burdened by flowers, which, may be a lovely burden to have. But this is a classic moving card. You got a lot of sticks to carry, a lot of flowers to carry, just a lot of junk to haul to your new location. So you're wrapping up some sort of energetic cycle in relation to where you're living, how you're living, who you're living with. So, again, some of you may actually be having that move happen toward the end of this week with this Page of Pentacles here, Page of Wands. So very active, moving forward, planting seeds in a new place for yourself. Some of you may be doing the research this week to find, that's both of these energies, come up with a strategy of where you want to live next. And Page of Pentacles can be a lot about research. Some of you may be getting some good news. We have the Six of Wands here about some sort of financing for your new place. You know, a down payment, a mortgage, a deal going through, funding. Maybe if you have a significant other, they're like, yeah, here's the money for the security deposit or something like that. So there could be meeting up with a real estate broker, meeting up with, again, maybe your partner, a sibling, somebody who really sees eye to eye with you and wants to help you in some way manifest and shift something with your living situation. You could be interviewing, with these energies here, new roommates. That's possible also with this Two of Cups, and you could indeed find somebody who you could get along with fantastically. So depending on your personal situation, we have gorgeous energy here, Gemini, for making some excellent progress with, as I said, shifting out whatever burdensome energy has been going on in your home. You could be finally wrapping up, finding the right people to do some sort of renovations for your home. And you get some good news that they're the right people. Again, people who are trustworthy, good souls, that type of thing, the Two of Cups. They're finally going to start working maybe this week. Or we're signing the contract, Six of Wands and Page of Pentacles here to get the work underway. All of that type of thing. So wherever you're at with your home situation, this is the week, I feel, to lay the groundwork and, make the phone calls, do the research, all that type of thing. And it's very possible you could have some excellent news by the end of the week, especially coming from somebody who you may or may not know. This could be a new person coming in who will prove to be pivotal in this situation and who really has your best interests at heart. So they could be delivering you some really great news. So, it's a type of thing where, we sold your house and here's the next one for you to move in. Or, you know what? Here's my quote for the project you want done at your house. And, it's a reasonable quote and they can start next week. It's like that type of thing. So whatever you got going on here, it looks pretty good. All right, Cancer, let's see what's going on for you. You have your full moon in your third house of sales, marketing, writing, communications, siblings, your daily routines, your daily environment, and your neighborhood. So let's see what we have going on for you. Cancer. Full moon in Virgo. We have some justice and a Hierophant. Okay. The Two of Swords, the Fool, and the Judgment. Wow, look at these energies. Look at all these major arcanas popping in here. The only minor one we have is in the middle, and it's the Two of Swords. Okay, so there is a big decision on your plate that you need to make up your mind about. As we know, we have the Judgment card here at the end. So maybe by the 20th, which is right at the end of our forecast period here, which is a Sunday, you may need to make some sort of decision. So it's all like coming to a head, I think, by that Virgo full moon. So there could be an important piece of paper that is looming on the horizon that you need to sign. So there could be some sort of legal agreement here, contract, legal case, consideration, whatever the justice is for you. It could be something to do with financing, because we have the Taurus energy showing up here, and that is, of course, about real estate. So there could be a real estate deal in the works, something with financing for like mortgages. This could be, who's going to sell your house, signing a contract for their services. It could be, something like that. But what we have in the middle is the Two of Swords. You're still not sure. So somebody could have been presenting themselves already. You could already have a couple of options you've been weighing, right? About, should I sign this contract, that contract? Should I sign up that person, this person, like that type of thing? In whatever your personal situation is right now to make this financial decision and sign this contract. So you're weighing these options. This is an important decision because we have so many major arcana showing up here. So this is nothing frivolous. So you should take your time with this, and you know that, which is why we have the Two of Swords here in the middle. So you're still not sure of whoever's been presenting themselves thus far. You're doing your Cancerian thing. You are waiting for the feeling to present itself so you'll know which one do I go with. So I would say by the 20th, you're going to know, which again is right after that full moon. The way you're going to know is through the lightness of being, the Fool card, in order to make this decision. So when it feels totally light and free and you don't have one little shred, iota, blip, or whatever of, all right, you know, you're going to feel totally aligned and centered. And yes, that is the path I want to go down. That is the new beginning. That's the person I want to sign up with, etc. So there is a process. I think you're going through this process probably this whole week in the Two of Swords. That's okay. But you're going to come out the other side of it and know without a doubt, that's the Fool, of where judgment, where and how and who you need to make the announcement to of who you're going to go with for whatever decision you're making right now. Whose contract are you going to sign? Who are you going to sign up with? Who are you going to commit to? Whatever's going on for you. All right. So, and this is the same thing. Let's say you own your own business and you're trying to decide between two products or services, which one you should commit your efforts to. It's the same thing. You're going to have to go through that process because you're still in some sort of state of doubt. You want to get to that thing where you feel absolutely, totally clear and free and no doubts with the Fool here. And then you will be able to make the announcement to the world, to yourself, to whoever you got to announce it to, that this is what is going to be done. So the judgment. So this is a big decision. Take your time with it this week, whatever this thing is that you're doing, and really do your thing where you tune in and follow the feelings, because that's what you do best, and get to that point where you feel like the Fool, excited and ready for this journey. Because the other thing with the Fool, what's interesting is, and since it's next to the Two of Swords, you don't want to be made a fool of in this situation. You don't want somebody to take advantage. Maybe somebody tried before and that is kind of fresh in your mind. And so you're very wary and cautious. And I think as you should be, because as I said, this is a big decision. So you're not going to be made a fool of as long as I feel you go through your process and allow yourself intuitively to feel into the energy of your decision. All right, Leos, so you have a big full moon in your second house of Show Me the Money. You also, that house is also about your values. So let's see what's going on. Money news. Money news being illuminated for you. Four of Pentacles. And the Chariot. Okay. Seven of Cups. King of Swords. And the Pluto. All right. All right, this is interesting because we have two sevens here. The Seven of Cups for me is a Cancerian energy, but also because it's a bucket list energy. Like when I look at the Seven of Cups as July, it's a time marker for me. But Seven of Cups is also like the bucket list, the dream visioning and all of that. So it does have a little bit of a Neptunian flair. So it has that Neptunian, Piscean also kind of flavor for me. So what I think is going on here is you probably are going to get some information about how to move forward and get unstuck with your finances in some way. All right, because we have the Chariot here, which is very lovely. And it's next to the Four of Pentacles, which can be, kind of like in a holding pattern. I'm in a status quo. I'm holding on to my finances. I'm not making any moves. I'm just like trying to hold on to every penny I have, whatever. And you do want to be more successful. You do want to manifest more, and there's nothing wrong with that. You want, you know, a greater abundance in your world. So you would like to move on from whatever financial situation you are currently at, whatever level, right? So, and that's great. And you're motivated to do so. You got the Chariot here, but there's a choice to be made. That is the Chariot. There are two possible ways to go. One, I feel, is pie in the sky. 7 of Cups. This can be fantasy, right? It can be. The other path is perhaps a little more practical, but it will require full commitment and change on your part. All right, with this King of Swords and with the Death card showing up. I feel like you're at this crossroads where you could choose a path that emotionally maybe feels a little safer for you, but I think it's a pie in the sky and it may keep you stuck. Whereas if you allow yourself to make a decision that's based more in intellect, with the King of Swords here, and analyzing where you're at and what you need to do to get to the next level, and as I said, that will probably take you out of a comfort zone, that to me is the right decision from these energies. Now you have to apply it to your life, of course. So you're on the cusp, I think, of making a big decision about a major change, financial change in your life. Possibly for some of you, it could involve moving on from some sort of asset that you already own. So it could be a home, could be a car, could be a boat, could be a piece of land, whatever. It's some sort of asset, 4 of Coins. And you may decide that, you know, if I really want to get to the next level and like maybe hone my expenses or move somewhere else or take that money and invest it more into myself or starting a business, whatever it might be, you may indeed have to let something go and make that choice. Again, Death card, right? So letting something go, transforming your situation by looking at it more analytically than just wishing on a star and hoping everything's going to be okay. There really is some sort of very practical, analytical course of action you can take. But it may involve you, as I said, turning your back on something that you already have and letting it go. Just depends. All right. But I think you're on the cusp of getting the information because of the full moon in Virgo, right? It's going to illuminate this. And we have the King of Swords here. So this is facts, figures, statistics, analytics, information that will be shown to you. It's going to be up to you to make that decision of which way you're going to go. So you could have a whole new financial destiny opening up for you. But what I feel is the key here is the practicality, the analytical nature of making this decision. It's not about making it on a wing and a prayer. It's about really, I'm just going to emphasize this, it's really about the bottom line, the King of Swords. So don't be afraid to look at that bottom line. That is the thing that's going to help you make a very big and positive change in your life. All right, Virgos, let's see what's going on for you. You, of course, are the star of the show this week because the full moon is in your sign. In your first house of the self, of your physical body, of how other people see you, of how you're showing up in the world. So let's see what is going on. Time to check in with your progress on your goals, etc. All right, so we have a 4 of Cups here, and we have the High Priestess. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Okay. So you have been, in typical Virgo fashion, working very hard towards some sort of goal with this 9 of Wands here. And of course, the 9 is a number associated with your particular energy. So you have been, really working yourself hard. I think, though, you might have been questioning, well, is it worth it? Is what I'm working on, to improve my life ever really going to happen? Is it going to shift? Is it going to happen? Is this goal going to be achieved? I think it is likely you're going to hear really good news by the end of this week. It's very, very possible. Could be financial, but I'm going to look at the Ten of Pentacles as where you really want to invest your time, your money, and your energy. You're going to see it's going to come out of the woodwork. The universe is going to bring you the answer. Finally, the Four of Cups. You have been a little disappointed. You can see the Four, she's got raining on her own parade here. But the universe is bringing you an umbrella. The universe is bringing you an opportunity. It's not here. It's coming out of the woodwork. It's coming. The ship is coming. The curtain is parting. The seas are parting. The energy is shifting. So I encourage you to stay positive this week and know that when we invest our time and our money and energy and we stay focused and we keep the faith, good things do manifest. Yes, sometimes they take time. Good things take time, as we know. And it's really easy when it's been a long journey to get a little disappointed and frustrated emotionally that it hasn't happened yet. But the universe is on its own time. And notice the High Priestess is here. So what you need to know and when you need to know it is up to the universe's timing. And it's coming. Here it is, the Page of Swords. So very excited. There should be some sort of exciting communication, I think, coming to you by the end of this week that could make you feel, yes, sitting on top of the world. In fact, I think that was the title of your video for the month. Make you feel like everything I've been pouring my time and attention into is worth it. So hang in there. I know it can be hard. You've been through a long journey, Nine of Wands. Just keep going. All right. I know you can get in Four Cups. Just try to see the positives, stay optimistic. Know that behind the scenes, the universe is getting ready to reveal its secrets. The High Priestess. She has a secret up her sleeve. The universe is getting ready. And you are this close. It's like, don't quit before the miracle happens. That's what I'm getting, the vibe from this energy. So let's see what transpires. And I love this Page of Swords because look, it's, of course, the dandelion and making a wish. So there could be some good news about wishes manifesting, etc., that you can continue to build upon. Ten of Coins. You're going to know, I think, by the end of the week, what seeds, right? These are the seeds. What seeds are going to be the ones worthy, Pentacles, self-worth, self-esteem, worthy of being planted for your springtime blossoming, because we're almost at Aries season and the springtime, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere. So it's about to shift, Virgo. Hang in there. All right, Libras, let's see what's going on for you this week. You have a big full moon happening in your 12th house of dreams, things behind the scenes, the subconscious, kind of things coming out of the woodwork, so to speak. So let's see. Let's see what we have going on for you, Libra. Emperor, got some Aries energy popping. And the King of Cups. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Page of Wands, and the Page of Cups. Okay. So this Virgo full moon is going to reveal to you the direction to move in. That's what I feel. The direction of where you need to go next to find emotional fulfillment and to feel empowered in your life. All right. So we have a Page of Cups, we have a Page of Wands, we have a King of Cups, and we have an Emperor. So there may have been some energy that has been stuck lately with the Knight of Pentacles here. That's possible. Or it's just been moving kind of slow. You'd like things to pick up the pace a little bit in your life. So this full moon could reveal ways for you to take charge of your destiny a little bit more. And, because the Emperor can really be about kind of claiming our inner authority. He is large in charge. He is the boss, the boss energy. But it's about being bold. It's about being daring. It's about doing something a little different, outside the box, a little independent, brave, all of that type of thing. Perhaps, something to do with self-employment as well. The Emperor can be that. So the King of Cups next to this could be about taking some sort of emotional risk or chance as well, following a dream that you're being guided to pursue. So, or that, you keep getting this sense of, oh, I want to do this. This would make me emotionally fulfilled, like that type of thing. And as I said, maybe you've been trying to pursue those things and it's just been kind of like wading through mud. I think what is going to be revealed to you through bubbling up, from the subconscious, coming out of the woodwork, information that could just appear kind of almost magically, serendipitously, that's a tongue twister, is a strategy, Page of Wands, for moving forward. And for moving forward, not just, with your energy doing something, because that's a Page of Wands, right? That's actual physical actions, but also how you can move on and empower yourself emotionally, Page of Cups, to make some fresh starts, fresh steps forward, and take charge, like I said, of your destiny in some bigger, bolder way. So I think the key here to me in this whole reading is this Page of Wands, because he is about, look, there's a little magnifying glass there, looking a little closer and finding a new way to do something, because he's new, he's a page, he's fresh, he's like beginner's mind, right? With Zen, he doesn't have a lot of these preconceived notions of how to do something. He just kind of, goes on his instinct and gut and tries out new things and comes up with plans and strategies to try. So he's very much, he's like willing to experiment and try different things. So I feel like that's the thing. And you may, in fact, get a surprising lead on a new way of doing something. As I said, to empower yourself, empower a new creative dream, to all of a sudden accelerate this energy here with this Knight of Pentacles that maybe, like I said, has been moving very slow. So I think this is fantastic. I think that, because it's interesting how both of these energies are in sync with this. So whatever you have emotionally wanted to shift out of your life, whatever you have been wanting to take charge of more in your life, this full moon will bring you the methodology, the inspiration, and maybe even a little surprise twist of how exactly you can go about doing that, especially in Aries season, because the Emperor showed up. All right, Scorpio, we have a full moon happening in your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams and networks in your life. All right, so let's see what is a poppin' for you. Insights on fulfilling some sort of dream in your life. The Knight of Cups, I love it. And the Two of Pentacles. The Hangman, there's the Pisces energy, which is your 5th house. The Lovers, ooh. And the Ten of Wands. Okay. I was not expecting to see the Ten of Wands there. That's interesting. Okay. All right, I'm going to read this a couple of different ways. You are poised. You are poised. Yes, you are. This week on making some sort of decision to follow your heart. You are juggling 2 of coins, 2 possibilities, 2 wishes, 2 ways to go. It could be 2 people. That's possible if you're in the dating world. There could be 2 people you're kind of like, I don't know. Or some other opportunity that lights you up emotionally, Knight of Cups. So the Two of Pentacles, you got to apply it to your life of what those 2 particular things are. We have the Pisces energy showing up here. The Neptune, of course, is opposite this full moon. This is the Hangman. This is also where Jupiter is at, your 5th house. So really what I would say here, if you're in the dating world and you're trying to choose between two people, you need to choose the person, in my opinion, who's not hard work. You know, sometimes Scorpio, for whatever reason, it's just Scorpio thing, ends up with people who are hard work. All right. So I think what this energy is saying is you know, to maybe not go that direction again. Really look at if this person is, you know, going to be a drain, and wrap up that energetic cycle of choosing people who are like that, are draining, and you got it. Like, it's like a Mr. or Ms. Fix-It project. No, we don't want that. Okay. So, so I do feel like this is bringing out the reality. If you have been dating somebody, you may see that, in fact, yeah, they are kind of a pain. They're a burden. They're not this light and joyful energy that you're kind of wanting in your life right now. And there's somebody better waiting in the wings. Like I said, you may be dealing with two people to begin with anyway, you know, dating to see, do I want to commit to that one or this one? So that's possible. All right. Another way to look at this energy is that you're going to make a decision to pursue something that you absolutely are passionate about, and thus you're going to release an energetic burden of something else that you've been devoting your time to. There may have been two things that you have been juggling in your life, Scorpio, that and one required more of your attention for whatever reason. It had to for right now. But maybe it wasn't the one that you felt most excited about. You're going to be wrapping up one thing so that you can pursue the other thing that's been waiting in the wings for you to devote even more time to. So, you know, if you have your own business as an example, right? You've had this one product and you've been working on it, but you had this other idea over here, you wanted to work on it, but this other one had a deadline. It had people waiting on it. Like, you had to get that done. Now that's getting done this week. Whew, thank goodness. And now your wish is being fulfilled that you can really work on some sort of creative project that is really capturing your fancy big time right now. So that's possible for some of you. I think whatever way we look at this energy, whether in a romantic context, business context, whatever, the wish, because remember, full moon is in your 11th house, the wish to focus on fulfilling is leaving behind a burdensome situation, one in which, yes, you may have sacrificed a lot of your time into. Hangman. It is energetically finishing right now. And I think it's finishing for the better. We have a Knight of Cups here. So you're glad that it's ending. We want to shift all that so your wish can be fulfilled to get on with something exciting, brand new, that, again, passion project or new love in your life or whatever the lovers would represent for you. All right. So I love this card so much. It's the Bluebird of Happiness. So you're going to be able to start pursuing something else that will bring even more joy and happiness. Like I said, the 10 of Wands is not always bad. It can just be like, yeah, I'm finishing something. I'm wrapping it up. And with the Knight of Cups, I think you're wrapping it up in good fashion. All right. So I don't see anything disastrous or bad with that. But I do see you feeling much more excited with the lovers here about this new creative possibility or new relationship possibility. But choose carefully. If you're in the dating world, choose very, very carefully, Scorpio, and make sure that you're not taking on somebody who is a burdensome project. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what's going on for you at this full moon, which is in your 10th house of career and status. Okay. And by status, it's like, are you married? Are you single? Are you widowed? Are you divorced? Are you, it's like that type of thing. Okay. Let's see what we have percolating for you. Oops. Saggy. What is going on? We have the Star. Isn't that gorgeous? And the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Love it. 10 of Pentacles, I'm loving that. King of Wands, there's your energy. Wow. And here's the King of Pentacles, which is the Virgo energy. Wow. And in this deck, we have female kings and male kings, just so you know. All right. Wow. This is fantastic. And then this is the 10 of Pentacles is technically your 10th house. That's the Virgo, right? The earth sign, and it's number 10. We have some, I'm getting chills down my legs. We have something I think really exciting happening this week. So we have the star, which is so gorgeous. And that is your 3rd house of communications, sales, marketing, networking. And then we have the 3rd house of that, the 3 of Pentacles showing up here. So if you have your own business, it is really time this week to sell yourself, sell your services, sell your products, like get it out there. You have gorgeous energy to manifest, I think, some big financial goal for yourself by the end of this week. There could be some beautiful news at your workplace, 3 of coins, 10 of coins, about, it should make you happy. I mean, here you are with these flames, shooting out here. That could be about some sort of additional financial compensation. There could be, it's possible. Again, it's a general reading. These are the possibilities. So there could be some news at the workplace of additional financial compensation, like a small bonus or something like that. There could be news concerning your boss, since we have the King of Pentacles showing up here as well, if you have a boss. So there could be something going on. So again, full moons, of course, bring things to light. With the star card, which for me is very much a card of destiny. I love it in this deck too. I love that little fairy image. You could really be on the receiving end of some beautiful universal magic for your star rising very high in the sky. For, again, like some sort of people reaching out to you for your services, the 3 of coins here, some sort of possible big contract. Could be a promotion with this star card. This is a destiny, though. There is some door of destiny opening for you at this Virgo full moon. You're going to see it. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it happens this moment, but you're going to see that door open. You're going to see the direction of where, here's your door, here's your portal right here. There she is in the archway. There's the portal. There's a portal opening for greater prosperity for you. And through any sort of 3 of Pentacles situation. So any type, whatever's your craft, that's the 3 of coins. Whatever you're good at doing, there is something about, again, like the door opening to something new that, again, star rising high in the sky, new destiny that could bring you really to your financial dreams with the 10 of coins here, bring you a lot more solid finances. This to me, 10 of Pentacles is also about what do we ultimately invest our time, money, and energy into. It is like something long-term I want to invest in. You may decide that this portal opening is also having something to do with taking a course, teaching other people, taking a course for yourself to learn a new skill like marketing, something about, marketing. So there may be something like that going on. And that investment is money well spent, I feel, from this energy, because also we're ending with a King of Coins here. So you might find the perfect social media class to take right now that could help you increase your profits. You could find the perfect person to write and redo your resume right now so that it highlights your attributes a lot better and could result in you landing, a better job for yourself. All of those types of possibilities. So this is a week to put something in motion. Here's your energy. You're fired up. You're excited. And it's about some sort of beautiful, beautiful new destiny unfolding for you. And you're going to see the light. You're going to see the light of what that is. Here she is with a little fairy wand. That's the full moon, right? There's the full moon. And you're going to see exactly where that magic is going to percolate for you and how you can use it to your advantage. Capricorn, full moon in your 9th house of the big picture perspective of your life. What is being shown to you at this full moon about where you're heading, where you're going, how you're expanding? All right, let's find out. Capricorn. Oh, some justice and the Fool. Okay, wow. The 8 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Alrighty. All right, so there is some sort of new destiny arriving for you with this Fool here. And with the Justice, there could be some sort of new agreement, especially something to do with your work life, because the Eight of Pentacles is here in the middle of this reading. So, I mean, Eight of Pentacles in general is what you're focusing in on, right? Whatever that is, whatever goal you're working on in your life. It does not necessarily have to be a work goal, but you know, that's how I interpret it. So, and for me, the Eight of Pentacles is Virgo energy as well, and August energy. So we have the Virgo flavor going on here. So with the Justice here, that is your 10th house of career. So there is some agreement, I think, getting ready to percolate here for you. Some contract being signed, some, goal being, I think you're going to reach an important goal by this Virgo full moon. There is a surprise twist to it with the Page of Cups that's over here. This is good news. Of course, Jupiter is there. Neptune is there as well. So there is some spiritual energy, spiritual protection. And we have a beautiful Knight of Cups as well. Again, more water sign energy. So an important meeting, an important emotional shift. I really think there could be some very good news about a fresh start for you. Going off in some sort of, it might be a new direction than what you were expecting. That's possible. But I think having this decision get made, the Justice, is going to just be a weight off your shoulders as well with the Fool here. And you're going to be able to focus in on what's really important to you with just a lighter heart. So there is something that's getting decided, getting shifted. Again, could be a contract being signed, and it's going to help you have this big energetic emotional shift so that you can concentrate a lot more on manifesting a beautiful change in your life, because look at all the butterflies, and butterflies are symbols of transformation. So all the hard work that you have been putting in, you're going to see exactly why. You're going to see the universe supporting you and all that hard work you've been doing. And you're going to see results, I feel, by this Virgo full moon. So gorgeous. And like I said, you could be signing up also for something brand new, a brand new path in your life, because the 9th house is our house of expansion and travel. It's a house of journeys. And we have the journey card here with the Fool. So there's a journey toward manifesting some beautiful new transformation in your life that's going to bring a lot of emotional positivity and happiness, and maybe even some sort of new creative connections and creative possibilities in your life as well with the Page of Cups here. So this is fantastic. It's possible that this happens right before the full moon, because oh no, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm going backwards with my, astrology wheel. This may happen right after the full moon. So the full moon is on Friday. It's, I think, at like 3 a.m. Eastern time. And then the moon will go into Libra. So this may come in like late Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So when the moon's in Libra, and you will get the information about the contract, the decision, you will make your decision of how you're going to move forward to manifest this goal, etc. So it may be a little bit after the full moon that this energy will peak for you. But I would say to make the best decision with this Justice here is really to ask yourself, well, what's going to bring more joy and color in my life? What's going to help me transform my life and get myself on a brand new path that is more aligned for me emotionally? And it makes me feel lighter and freer. That's the other thing. So beautiful, beautiful energy here, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you at this full moon, which is in your 8th house of sex, death, taxes, physical, mental, emotional transformation, the occult, other people's money, big money, big money, but other people's money, big money deals. All right, let's see. Let's see, what do we need to know for you, Aquarius? We have a Knight of Wands and we have the Emperor. Okay. 10 of Pentacles, there's your big money. There's some Leo, the Strength, wow. And the Wheel, wow. Look at this energy here. Okay. We have some sort of rapid, wow, all this fire, rapid transformation of, I think, your finances, because we have a 10 of coins here in the middle. And we have the Jupiter, which is in Pisces, and that's your second house of money. We have the Strength card, the Leo. This could be through a partner, though. If you have a partner, it is possible some good news comes to their finances, which then, of course, would positively affect your finances. So that is possible, particularly if your partner is an Aries or a Leo, I would say. All right. But what I feel is a possibility here is whatever you have been doing lately with this Knight of Wands and the Emperor, whatever you have been taking charge of, whatever you have been jumping through hoops to do, to change positively in your life, particularly in, any type of transformation. So again, 8th house. So physical, which is a lot of the wands here, physical, even this is physical body, the Leo. All right. So transforming your physical health, well-being, and body, mentally transforming yourself, emotionally transforming yourself, financially transforming yourself, whatever hard work that you have been putting in to really shift something in your life. I think the universe is likely to bring you some sort of affirmation, reward, information, blessing, whatever word you want to use here, that whatever you have been doing, you are absolutely solidly 10 of Pentacles on the right track. So 10 of Pentacles can be, it's not just about money. It can be whatever we are fully, because it's the 10, fully investing our time, our money, and our energy into. So you are going to see this week, I think, that if you continue to invest in yourself, if you continue to invest in making the decisions, Emperor, that are right for you to transform your life in whatever ways you need to transform, keep following your heart, right? With the Leo energy here, keep following what you know foundationally to be correct for you. Especially, like I said, anything with transformation, any of those areas of transformation, you're going to get, I think, some sort of beautiful news from the universe with this Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is about a change in circumstance. It's about, sometimes the wheel you're up, sometimes you're down, right? But all of these energies are so positive. I think you're going to be on the wheel's ascending motion, not on its downward spiral. Okay, you're going to be going up with the wheel, baby. So very nice energies. So I feel like this is a really good week to continue to feel passionate about the positive changes you are making in your life, and to like I said, keep following your heart, keep the faith. You may feel like this week is a very energizing week for you. You may feel like, I'm making a lot of progress. I'm getting a lot done. There could be some very positive news, like I said before, concerning family finances. Maybe to do with a partner, could be something with your father, if he's still around, something like that. So very, very positive, affirming energies here. And see what because this is the universe, see what this universe is trying to tell you about where to go next. Because, of course, full moons bring us this big culminating moment, right? They're like, big spotlight. Okay, this is like, where we're at thus far. This is what you need to do next. Here's where you did good, and here's where you could still improve. It's like that type of thing. So, like I said, all of this is very favorable, but see also what the universe is kind of shining the spotlight on and affirming for you, and also where, you know, the next stage of this situation will unfold for you. So very, very nice energies, Aquarius. All right, Pisces. So a big full moon in your 7th house of relationships, both business and personal. All right, so let's see what you're going to learn about other people in your life this week. Let's see. Pisces, what do we need to know for you? Oh, we got some Capricorn energy showing up, the devil. And a Page of Cups. And a 6 of Wands. And an 8 of Swords. And a 3 of Wands. Okay. All right. This is what I feel. You're safe. I don't think you're going to give in to temptation. You're going to contemplate it. So here's the temptation. All right. So remember, full moon, 7th house, relationships, other people. Could be with a Capricorn, but doesn't necessarily have to be. There is somebody who probably is still kind of in your headspace. All right. Or you're in their headspace. Could go either way. Could be both, right? 8 of Swords here. They may reach out. Page of Cups. You may reach out to them. 6 of Wands is an emissary energy. It is about messages. And yes, it's victory and success. And this card in this deck is very much about pleasure because of the hummingbird here, the throat chakra, important conversations, drinking from the nectar of life. It has a very pleasure-oriented feeling for me. All right. So remember, this is a general reading. It could go either way depending on your situation. I feel like somebody's coming back or somebody's getting in touch that just getting the message from them is going to feel like a victory. However, I don't think you want to go back to them or go back to that situation. It's more like just having that surprise, oh, they still want me. You know, like the ego boost. Oh, they still like me. They still think about me. They still want me. Okay, you know. But I'm looking to the future. 3 of Wands. I'm not going to get sucked back into their web. I love this card in this deck. I'm not going to get sucked back into that. So it's kind of, you know, Pisces, you usually have an interesting, and again, in general, you usually have an interesting little black book of you know, past loves, current loves, future loves, you know, all of that kind of thing. So this is very Piscean, actually, I feel. And my Venus is in Pisces, so I'm kind of feeling this energy. So it's victory enough to just have that conversation or get that email or read that text. But I think you know that, you know, if you were to go backward, you would just get sucked in a web that is no good for you. That is the Devil card. But the Devil card is also a lot about physical lust. So there could be something here where maybe you get sucked back into a web of physical lust, but that's going to just keep you stuck even further. And if you want something different in your life, I suggest not going back to that. So, but I do feel, because she's looking toward her future. She's not looking back at this situation. Notice, she's faced away from it. So, like I said, I think it will be enough to get the message, you know. And this could come through a dream too. It doesn't have to be, because it's a full moon, and, you know, full moons are very much about dreamscape also. So it could come through some sort of astral travel, astral projection, dream life encounter as well. Doesn't have to be a literal text message, but you're safe. That's the thing about a 3 of Wands. Like, this person can't reach you, only, you know, reach your heart. Page of Cups. They cannot reach your heart only if you're going to let them. But even here with this 8 of Swords, there is kind of maybe like a mental block as well that you're not going to let them pass. But also, like I said, I feel with this 8 of Swords, you are still maybe hung up on them a little bit. It is going to probably be surprising with this Page of Cups that they're reaching out. And there may be with this energy here, a little bit of the BS, like the BS. I mean, I'm just going to say it could be a booty call. I mean, it could be. And they may see it. They may see it because I feel it's they're going to reach out. They may see that as a conquest, Six of Wands. Because remember, that's the guy who's victorious. He's riding back in the regular tarot. He's riding back from his, travels. So they may see it as a victory if they can kind of, have a booty call, be successful. And I don't think you want that. I don't, from these energies over here. I think you're going to save yourself from that. Yeah, you like the attention. I mean, it's flattering. I mean, in a way, it's flattering. But like I said, I don't think you want to go backwards. So keep all of this in mind. Even if you're not in a relationship, what could be revealed at this full moon is somebody in your world who's a manipulator, the devil. But you'll escape it. You're going to recognize it. You will see it. You will be victorious over it. And you won't let yourself get sucked into their shenanigans and their games and their manipulations. It may be hard a little bit with the Eight of Swords, again, to kind of fully break away from them, at least mentally. They may still occupy some headspace because they may have gotten under your skin a little bit with this devil, be in a way that is like, has that spark, but it's a toxic, usually dysfunctional spark, unfortunately. So there could even be something like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be, romantic. But like I said, I feel like you're going to be fine with this. But just know, if this energy is around you, if you're maybe feeling a little vulnerable right now or a little lonely, make sure you are not susceptible to somebody who you've probably already seen and recognized intuitively that, yeah, they're a game player. It's, you know what I'm saying, Pisces. All right. So stand strong in your Three of Wands and look to your future for somebody better and something better to come into your life. So thank you so much for joining me for your weekly tarot reading with a little bit of astrology thrown in. It's my pleasure to do these readings for you every week. And if you found them valuable, could you please consider subscribing and hitting that thumbs up? It would really help out my channel. I love you guys. Let me know what's going on for you with these energies in the comments. Have a great week. More videos forthcoming this week coming up. So stay tuned for those as well. Okay. I got some exciting new decks and new types of readings that I will be doing for you. All right. So take care. Have a great week. I'll see you again soon. Stella Wilde signing out.